You and James Warwick. You telling me you two had sex?
That's all it was. That's it. It was nothing more. It wasn't making love. There wasn't a relationship. It only happened the one time when we were trapped in that cabin together.
And how long ago was that? So why am I just hearing about this now?
Thank you. The soup was so good.
Good.
I just don't want you waiting on me hand and foot.
Yes, you do.
Okay, maybe I do, just a little bit.
By the way, what are you making there?
Something pink and soft.
Huh. Perfect. I'll get the tea.
Thanks. So, what else did my mom say?
Nothing much more than what I told you. I was in a hurry to get home.
What does she think Bridget's gonna do?
You know what, Bridget? His wife is his business. I don't really care.
Honey, I'm not trying to grill you.
I know. You can ask me anything you want.
It's just you've been so attentive and completely loving and aware of what I need and what I feel. I want to be there for you, too.
Well, you are.
I'm really trying, but I feel like there's part of your thoughts that you don't feel you can share with me without me freaking out. I just want you to know that you can. Talk to me, about my mother and what you guys talk about when you see each other.
There's something you're not saying.
I think I got my message over.
So Taylor's with Ridge right now.
At this hour, of course.
And she's telling him everything.
Yes, because that's the kind of relationship they have.
So I guess Taylor being dressed in underwear with a cute fireman. I mean, that shouldn't do too much damage, right?
They're going to be fine.
Well, then why does it matter what I do or don't do? Why do you come over here and huff and puff and threaten to blow the house down if I don't stay away?
Because you will throw yourself at him if you think that there is the slightest chance.
I don't even see Ridge. Only at work or when he comes to see Hope and RJ. Not even when Taylor threw him out of the house, and you know that. No. You're worried that Ridge is gonna throw himself at me. And not over one little kiss. What else has our precious little Taylor been guilty of, huh?
I want things back the way they were. The way they used to be. Do you remember?
I guess I never really knew what we had or didn't have.
It was the most precious thing in the world to me. You were my best friend. I could tell you anything in the world. You were the person I would tell it to. What happened to that Ridge now? I don't know why. I feel like I'm making the right impression for you all the time or something.
We all have our own insecurities, don't we?
Well, mine haven't been little. Brooke taking my place and then raising my children, and then feeling like the only reason we even got back together was out of a mistake because of a heart attack that didn't even happen. Rich, I feel like I've had to be the perfect wife, the perfect mother every day, or else I'd lose you. I've felt so alone in this marriage. I know I've felt alone partly because of what I held back about James and me. Get angry! Blame me! Go ahead! I can stand it! I can take whatever it takes to rebuild this marriage. Just tell me that's what you want to, Rich.
You wouldn't be here if you weren't really worried. About what?
About you spreading vicious gossip.
No, that is your style, not mine. All I care about is that Taylor come clean with Rich.
Which she's doing, because she's that kind of woman.
Oh, really? I'm not so sure. You're Ridge's mother, for God's sakes. What are you helping her hide behind his back? My God! Taylor is having an affair with Hector.
No. Hector's a perfectly lovely guy. She's not interested in him.
Well, then who?
Look, you're just grasping at straws because you're hoping that Ridge will be yours for the taking again. You know, you asked me why I came over here. I came over here to tell you that he isn't.
It's up to Rich to decide what he'll live with and what he won't.
Well, it isn't going to be you, so don't get your hopes up. Taylor may have made a mistake, but she's a better woman than you've ever been. You're not the real thing, honey, and you never will be.
You had feelings for James?
No, he was a friend. He was a colleague. He was someone I respected and I looked up to. What happened would have never even happened any other way. Reggie was so badly injured. You remember that? I mean, he thought he was going to die, and he started telling me things. You can only imagine things that he was dreaming that he would never get to do, and he even told me that he had never been intimate with a woman. I don't know, it was like a dying request or something. I don't know why I said yes.
I remember arriving with the rescue team. I remember how mangled his leg was. The whole thing looked so desperate.
It was desperate. That's exactly what it was.
And yet neither of you gave any indication about this.
No, I guess the prospect of dying and what it made us say and do, it's like, in a sense, when we got our life back, it canceled it out.
Right.
Okay, right, what? What? If you want to ask me anything, ask me. I'll tell you everything.
I don't really need to hear any more about James.
Okay, then let's just talk. Let's talk about anything. I don't know, maybe there's something you want to talk to me about, something you haven't been able to.
Like what, Taylor, huh? Like what? All these stupid things I've done have been right out there in the open. Every major stupid thing you've been a witness to.
I don't cut you much slack, do I? All I can do is hope that you'll be more forgiving than I've ever known how to be.
Bridget, if I had anything to say about your mother, I would say it.
What I want you to know is that the things that you think you can't say, you can.
Honey, I just don't know what they'd be.
Okay. Look, there's two things that I really want you to understand.
Okay?
First of all, I don't think that you would ever do anything like cheat on me. I completely trust you. I know you would never do anything behind my back or lie to me. It's just not in your nature. So I'll never make that accusation again.
Thank you.
And secondly, I know this can't possibly be easy for you because the feelings you had for my mom were real and they just don't go away overnight. I guess I used to think that the love you had for me had to replace all the feelings and all the love that you ever had for my mom or anyone else that you ever loved. And I just don't think that's the way that love works. I get that now. I think it comes more individually wrapped so that the love you give to someone, they get to keep. It's just theirs. I know that we're going to get to have the family in the future that we've planned. I know that with all my heart, and I love you. And to share everything with you, even the hard things.
You know, Bridget, this is a very strange situation. And your mother's always going to be a part of our lives.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And I don't think I'm ever really going to be able to look at her as a mother-in-law. You know that, too.
I know. I don't expect you to have to do that.
Okay.
Come on in, Mom.
Sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting.
No. We ate and we're fine. I mean, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Yeah, just... Stephanie showed up at my house.
Was it about Taylor? Nick told me what you walked in on.
Yes. She warned me to stay away from Ridge. And she told me not to tell him anything about Hector. At least that's what I thought she meant. I mean, if all they did was just kiss, then...
All?
Well, I know, but I'm sure they will work through that. If that's all they did.
Taylor, I mean, Mom, do you honestly believe that she's just been...
So I think that she's been fooling around behind Rich's back? No. At least I didn't. But it seems like Stephanie thinks so.
What, she said that?
No, but it's the only thing that seems to make any sense. She believes that their marriage is falling apart. So she doesn't want me anywhere near Ridge.
You're not saying anything.
You never answered my question. Why am I just hearing about this now?
Because I was afraid
Of what?
of losing you.
Of losing me or something else?
I don't understand.
Taylor, when I look back at our history of everything that I've ever done, it was all based on me seeing you as a certain kind of person. A certain kind of person that would just not do what you did.
I tried to tell you. That was my first impulse, Ridge. I wrote you a letter. I left it out for you, but Stephanie intercepted it.
All these years and Mother knew too.
I don't know. All I know is maybe she was trying to protect our marriage. I'm not going to stand here and make excuses for her.
Why would she protect you and not me?
Ridge.
Was making it okay for you to have sex with another man? Is that protecting our relationship, our marriage?
Is that how you feel? Like I got away with something?
Well, didn't you? When I told you I still had feelings for Brooke, you were outraged. You made it seem like a character flaw in me. Did it ever once occur to you that maybe what you had done?
To think what I had done is worse.
Taylor, I was never unfaithful. Did it occur to you? Did you think about it?
I put it completely out of my mind. And then sometimes in the night it would come back to me, Ridge. I can't tell you what I've been living with. And the shame of it would just grip me like an electric shock or something. And I couldn't stand it. I thought I was going crazy and I have to put it out of my mind. Just forget about it and pretend like it didn't even happen. I'm not proud of it.
Do you understand what you just told me? That you knew you've been condemning me all these years for something that was not nearly so bad. And all you can do is just want to put it out of your mind.
You know what? If you don't mind, I'm going to leave the gossiping to you, too.
No, honey, stay. Look, when I think of all of the names that Stephanie's called you over the years, it just makes me so angry to think that she's covering up for Taylor.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is no big secret affair. She probably just needed a punching bag.
Well, if I think about it, that marriage has been in trouble from the very beginning. I have all sorts of respect for Taylor, but when she found out that Stephanie's heart attack was an act, she should have backed down from those deathbed wedding vows.
I certainly can't hold her responsible for Stephanie's lies.
Oh, Mom, come on. I mean, look, if someone robs a bank and they give you the cash, and then you turn around and arrest them or help arrest them for robbing the bank, but you keep the cash, I don't think so. That doesn't make any sense, and that's exactly what Taylor did. You've been robbed.
So were your kids.
Yeah, and if they could get their father back... I mean, if things are as bad in that house as Stephanie thinks they are, then there could be another chance for you and Ridge.
I'm not being fair. It was a fantasy to just think that you would stand there and listen quietly and then just forgive me. I know you need time.
You've had years.
True.
I don't need years. I don't even need a day. I don't really understand why you let Hector come back up into this room. You told me that would never happen again.
I told you, Ridge, I was feeling abandoned. It was the holidays and you weren't here.
Well, why not do what I do? Why don't you just yell at me? I may be thick, but I get it eventually. You know, I'm not going to come unglued because you kissed some guy. Even some guy I dislike as much as him. You and Hector seem to have a lot in common, actually.
He seems to think so. I don't see it.
Maybe it's the halo. I'm glad you didn't leave me a letter this time about James. I remember very well what happened when we found you guys up there. You were half frozen, starved. Black blood all down James' side. Whatever happened between you two didn't seem like a beautiful sacrifice you were making for a good friend. It seemed repulsive. I don't know why you did what you did. You thought he was dying. Well, if he was dying, he wasn't going to get to experience a lot of things. That's the definition of dying. But hey, it happened. I wasn't there. So if you want forgiveness for all that, then you got it.
Thank you. Thank you. You have no idea how hard it's been holding it in all these years.
You think I was going to end our relationship over something like this?
I didn't know. All I knew is that I've never been unfaithful to you. I never felt unfaithful about our love. That I never betrayed.
Never? Not in that half hour with James, maybe, but what about all the years in between?
I don't understand the question.
What about all the hypocrisy? What about Taylor the good? Taylor the virtuous? Holding all of us up to this standard of yours. What about the way you treated me? What about the way you treated Brooke? The years of disdain and condescension. That I don't understand, Taylor. That I can never forgive.